Welcome back, friends. Today the Evolutionary Factor team is once again together with our friend Alberto Caccialanza. Hi Alberto, hi everyone. We already did an interview with you last year, and like Virgin Mary said, the situation wasn't changing and we were not coming back to normal. Even more, we are facing a peculiar situation because of this liquid. What do you think about it? Exactly. As I said, the situation wouldn't have stopped also because if everything stops, our rulers wouldn't have the excuse to get us into this famous great one government, which apparently would solve every problem. The whole situation is totally run by a world's elite. A few years ago, they had interviewed a figure belonging to this elite, whose name is Marian, and he said that 95% of the world population are useless eaters. I'm just repeating his words, and they should be put down like rabid dogs. As we all know, one of these world's elite projects is to level humanity. Back in 2015, still this man had patented the graphene oxide and called it himself the weapon which slowly leads over time to death. Now I'm going to read you these messages I brought here. Apparition Luz de Maria, April 2021. You are living in dangerous times, during which the evil is spreading his liquid. I have changed myself this word. Preventing this liquid from leading you immediately, pay attention to death. But it will do it slowly, alright? Everything connects. Carboni apparition Sardinia, April 2021. Satan's fury is looming over this humanity, hardened in its sin, which does not realize that it is led by Satan, which is waiting to get the liquid in order to save itself from the deadly virus. Oh, poor children, so petty. You do not understand. You don't want to hear my voice. You don't rely on life. Instead, you believe in man and rely on him, disregarding the power of your God, the only one who can save you from all this ruin, the only one who can heal you, the only one who can give you a life of immense joy and infinite love. Oh man, you're like ostriches. You plunge your head under the sand in order not to hear me. By doing so, you shall fall into the lake of fire. This happened a little time ago. A few months ago, a Spanish university was able to analyze one of these liquids. It was sealed with a real aluminum cap and with the rubber too. It had been also guarded by a policeman. And guess what? These researchers have found the presence of the substance I told you about earlier. They have also found nanotubes which stick to the synapse of our brain. Our brain cells exchange information, sounds, footage through impulses, and they are connected to each other through these synapses. So these nanotubes stick to this synapse, and that has been all proven. This substance becomes magnetic once it reaches the temperature of our body, and it has such an electromagnetic band range. Guess what? It absorbs the waves and frequencies of these satellites already placed into the atmosphere. So, by means of these liquids containing these substances, they will turn us into some antennas which absorb information, pictures, and data emanated from these satellites. And they will be also able to control and manage our mood, our memory, our mind, our state of mind. Now I'm going to read you a few other messages which confirm what I've just told you. Trevignano Romano, Apparitions, Rome, April 2020. Dear children, fight for your freedom. You are about to be enslaved by evil dictators. Beware of the liquids and of all of the obligations, because they will not come from God but from Satan, which wants to rule your lives and your minds. Well, here again the liquid is connected with the mental manipulation, so as you can see, everything fits. A very little time ago as well, a nuclear physicist from the University of Budapest had found inside these liquids some nanotransmitters which, guess what, coincidentally are triggered by the frequencies and waves of these satellites. And they had already announced all of this. I will give you an example. In 1995, Dr. Pierre Gilbert, whose video is out there, since I own it, I have watched it, and I've listened to it. Well, talking about the One World Government project, he said that it will be mandatory to take the liquids. In these liquids, there will be liquid crystals which are going to get into your brain cells. They will be some kind of microreceptors which will become sensitive. I mean, they will activate with these waves and frequencies of low level, and you will not be able anymore to think freely. You'll be like zombies. And during his conversation, this doctor added that this was an old project. And I say again, that's a 1995 footage. They say it all to our face. A lot more than a year ago, I heard not a little, but a good amount of people telling me, I will never do it, I will never do it. Then, after the first threats came, they gave up right away. Just like Jesus said in the message I've read before, you lower your heads like the ostriches. That's true, that's what's happening. I mean, people know this liquid is no good, but at the first threat, they give up immediately. They lower their heads because they can't face this situation right as it is.